I forgot you here. Thank you. So hey everyone, Carnival is in the air. Trinidad Carnival is upon us, and the fets and the parties and everything is just really good. With that in mind, let me give you a story of way back when I used to drink a lot, I used to lime a lot, and every day was a new pump. We went to a party, I think it was a tribe party, I think it was Stumped. Don't even remember the party. I remember how good the Jaeger was though. Jaeger is the bomb, not Jaeger bomb. Jaeger is the bomb. So, we were liming. There's usually a big crew of us, and I met up some of my co-workers. So they wanted to have shots, so we went and we stood by the Jaeger bar. My cousins and they stayed where they were. I'm trying to remember the details as I was told because I only remember up to when I went with them to get the shots. So we stood by the Jaeger bar and we just kept having shot after shot. Yay! Not feeling anything, and we dancing away. And it was just one Jaeger after another, after another. Eventually, my cousin came to find me. He was just like, "We haven't seen you for like hours. Where have you been?" "Right here." He's like, "Whoa! You're drunk, aren't you?" "No." "You want to go back there? Where everyone's liming, because everyone's kind of worried about you now." I was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize. I thought it was like 10 minutes I've been here." He's like, "No, it's like 2 hours." "Oh, carry on then." These niggas. My cousin was just like, let's go back and see everybody, let them know you're alright, let's go liming. So I said bye to my friends and I was walking back. But my cousin was taking too long, so, well, I assumed he was taking too long. I just didn't realize I was like running, not walking back. I was like running, cutting through this crowd, jumping over people's coolers, and I was just on pace to get back. Mind you, in my mind, I remembered where we were. At least I think I knew where we were. But on the way back, there was just this random bag with some ice in it. And I was just like, I'm walking and it's in my way, man. It's in my way. So I kicked it. I just kicked it and flew up in there and landed a good distance away. I didn't see any problem with it. I walked back to where we were. My cousin apparently went chasing down this bag of ice, went and kicked it, gathered it back up and was like, oh God, you can't even put back the ice in the bag. Grabbed up the bag of ice and went to give it back to the people because he was just like, oh my God. And they kind of looked at him like, oh my God. He's just like, did you know what you did? Well, what did I do? And I just kept reading. I didn't do anything wrong. And he would pull me back up to the top. He said, why did you kick the people's bag of ice? I didn't kick the people's bag of ice. What bag of ice? I didn't kick nobody's bag of ice. He's like, the people looking at me like, why would you do this? Who would just watch someone's bag of ice and kick it away? Why would you do that? I was like, I ain't kicking nobody's bag of ice. Listen, drunkie. And I'm like, I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. You say what you want. He's like, well, why do I have to hold you up? You're not holding me up. So, long after the day, they decided to tell me about how I behaved when I was drunk. They still laugh at me to today that, you know, when I get drunk, they just have to move all bags of ice around me because I'll just kick it away. Anytime they were going somewhere and they buy a bag of ice, they were like, hide it from Susha. Hide it from Susha. Because she gonna kick this the second she get a drink. That's not true. In my mind, I didn't happen. It was a bag of garbage. And well, you know, enough Jaegers. But yeah, I'm sure you guys have lots of drunken stories. It'll be good to hear about them as well. See, my story is slight. I'm a normal drunk. I have dramatic drunken stories. I thought I was flying a couple times. I don't know how I got to the car. I thought I flew. But don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, and drink responsibly. Look out for people's ice bags. Bye.